Hey guys, welcome to SEC Weekly. I'm coming at you today with a Week 6 recap, and today's gonna be a little bit different. My man Hayden is actually out of town on vacation, so you guys just got me for this recap. We'll definitely get into a preview when Hayden gets back here on Thursday. So for right now, you just got me, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like and subscribe. And we're going to do this a little bit different today. I'm going to be doing it live instead of an audio like we normally do it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, subscribe. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show. All right, game number 5, starting off, was Utah State at LSU. Now, I told you guys in the preview video, Utah State is going to be able to put up points. I was wrong. LSU came to play defensively, and obviously they came to play offensively. They come to play offensively every single week. But they really shut down Jordan Love. And the reason I had Utah State scoring that many points is because from what I've heard, their quarterback, which I'm pretty sure his name is Jordan Love, is supposed to be the number 2 quarterback in this upcoming draft behind, I think, Tua. So I had high expectations, and I knew that LSU had been struggling defensively this season, and I thought they would be able to put up a little bit of a fight, but I was wrong. I think the score was 42-6, so it wasn't that good of a game. But anyway, Joe Burrow looked good, as he always does. LSU continues to put up points on a game-to-game basis, week-to-week basis, and they look like right now, to me, the only team in the West that can challenge Alabama. You know, I was on the Auburn train for a little bit, but it just seems to me that they just don't have the offense to compete with Alabama, because Alabama's going to put up a crap ton of numbers offensively, and obviously LSU's going to put up a crap ton of numbers offensively. So if you can't run with them, and I just don't see Bo Nix being in the same ballpark as Tua and Joe Burrow. So LSU looked dominant again, and if they continue to look like this, it's going to be a very, very long rest of the year for Auburn. They really needed this game. Top 10 win would have been huge for them, especially a conference win. They really needed this, and I think this just really showed who Bo Nix is. I mean, you look at his games, it just, you know, and I'll get into this game more later. I don't want to get into Auburn-Florida game yet until that comes around. But LSU, they look really good going forward. I like their chances in the West. See you at number 4 in a sec. All right, guys. Number 4 on the list, Troy at Missouri. Now, I told you guys in the preview video that Troy is not going to be able to put up points. Everybody was talking about how Troy is not very good, but they're going to put up points. Missouri better be careful. Troy's a good team. Troy can put up points. No. I told you guys they've not played a defense yet. They've not played anything close to Missouri's talent defensively, and it showed. They scored 10 points. They lost 42-10, and Missouri did exactly what I expected Missouri to. Only thing about this game that was kind of, I don't want to say drama-filled, the only thing about this game that was a little worrisome is Kelly Bryant did go down with an injury, and it was a knee injury. And you guys know knee injuries, whenever you're on a field, can be very worrisome. There's so much that can go wrong in a knee. ACL, MCL, meniscus, whatever, you know, all kinds of different knee injuries. And from the angle that he got tackled, which was low, and he kind of fell back onto the guy, you could see him grab his left knee. He did walk off under his own power, which is a good sign. But I guarantee you Kelly Bryant will be out at the very least a few weeks, 3-4 weeks. So you might see him back at the end of the season. I don't think anything's came out yet that I've seen. But that is something to keep in mind. But anyway, as far as the game goes, Troy couldn't hang with them. I knew they couldn't. All these guys that were telling me that Troy's going to be able to score points, no, they scored 10. And when they play good teams, they're not going to score. That's just who they are. They're Troy. So anyway, that's all I got on that game. Keep keep Kelly Bryant in mind. Keep an eye on that. We'll see how that looks going forward. But anyway, that's all I got for that, number 4. So come at you number 3 here soon. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. So I'm just going to finish up the video right here. I feel like it'll make things a little bit easier on everybody if I just go ahead and finish the video now. So number 3, I already did 5, I already did 4, 3, Vanderbilt at Ole Miss. It might have been vice versa. Vanderbilt versus Ole Miss. We'll just say it that way. God, Jesus, man. Vanderbilt is terrible this year. You know, in the preview video, I kind of gave them a pass because I thought, you know, they've kind of played some tough teams. They've played 2 really good teams already. But Ole Miss, like y'all got beat handedly, and John Rice Plumlee didn't even get over 100 yards in the air. I mean, he just ran down your all's throat. And I'm curious to see how he ends up doing, John Rice Plumlee, that is, whenever he plays a team that makes him throw it. Now, I don't know if he's going to show out or if he's going to show that he's just a runner. I mean, that's just something we're going to have to find out as we go. But right now, I mean, just running alone, he's showing that he can play a little bit. And he might develop and grow as a thrower and end up being a really good quarterback. But Ole Miss is going to ride with Plumlee for sure. Vanderbilt on the other end, they're having problems, man. They can't stop people from scoring. Their defense looks horrible. Their offense has been really, really bad. I feel like they're struggling to score even more than 1 touchdown a game. The big three's not showing up. Their quarterback has been frigging awful. I think they even went to a backup. I think Riley Neal got benched in this game. I think they went to some guy named Deuce something. Forgot his last name. But they went to their backup, so we'll see if they end up riding with him or not. But from what I've seen so far, and Tennessee's first half against Georgia, Tennessee's trending upwards if they ride with Maurer, and Vanderbilt's trending downwards moving forward from this week's games, I should say. So that'll help some. So Vanderbilt's going to have to get the thing turned around quick. I don't know how they are about Derek Mason, if they want to keep him or not, but it's just been a rough go for them so far throughout this season. So we'll see how they go. Ole Miss is getting better. We'll see how Ole Miss plays and how they end up doing the rest of the year. But they look like they found their quarterback. Their offense looks better. So it's good for them. It's good for them that they're getting things worked out after they've kind of been in a lull the past few years. But anyway, that's number 3. Number 2, Georgia at Tennessee. Man, Tennessee came out in this game and took Georgia by surprise. You know, I think Georgia thought going into this game that we're better than them. We know it. They know it. And they're going to come out just flat. They didn't come out flat. They came out with a point to prove that our season's not over. We don't think it's over. And we think we can come out here and beat you. And the phrase "it all starts with the quarterback" is so true in football. It is so true. Brian Maurer, or Maurer, however you say his last name, for UT, came out, and this guy has zero intimidation. He goes out there, whether he's at Alabama, whether he's at home, whether he's in the swamp, he doesn't care. He just throws the ball around the lot, and whatever happens, happens. He trusts his arm. And in a lot of situations, that gets you through a lot of things. If you're thinking too much, you're bound to screw up. If you go out there and you say, you know what, I got good receivers, I got a good line, I'm going to trust my arm. I got a good arm, I'm going to throw it. And I think that's what Brian Maurer's doing, and I think it's showing dividends in his play. So, if Jeremy Pruitt's smart, he plays Maurer the rest of the way. I'm riding with 18. I feel like Maurer gives you the best chance to win right now. Garantano, I don't know what has happened to him, but he fell off the wagon. I feel like he can't do anything right now. So But anyway, that's what I got for Tennessee. Now Georgia's talent took over in the second half. You could just tell they just were tired of playing around. They were tired of Tennessee playing with them. I mean, Tennessee even had a lead in this game. I think going into the second quarter, maybe halfway through the second quarter, Tennessee had a lead, and Georgia made a couple plays to take the lead before half. But that's a win for UT. You know, you got to build on that. You got to have something to build on. And in the second half, they just took over. They figured Maurer out and held him to a lot less than he had the first half. So Tennessee, if they come out and play a full 48 against, they play a whole game against Mississippi State, how they started the game against Georgia, I believe Tennessee can go and beat Mississippi State. I really do. Out of Mississippi State, it's just mediocre. Tennessee has been bad. I'm not saying Tennessee's even mediocre, but if they continue to play like they have in the first half against Georgia, I think they can win some games this year, especially in the back half. But anyway, Georgia-Tennessee was a good game in the first half, and Georgia kind of took over with talent. Georgia's got a good team, but I told you guys in the preview, and I'll tell you again right here, Kirby Smart has got to quit being so conservative. It's going to bite him in the tail. It will. I mean, their play calling was run, run, throw. Run, run, throw. Run, run, throw. And sometimes even run, run, run. That's not going to get it done against elite teams. It's just not. If they see LSU in the championship or Alabama in the championship, they're going to catch on to that pattern of running, and throwing, and just shut it down. Jake Fromm has got to throw the ball downfield, and if your coach isn't letting you throw the ball downfield, then you're going to struggle. Period. Moving forward. So that's all I really got for Georgia. Game of the week, man. Bo Nix has let me down, guys. You know, I came on here in the preview and apologized to him and said, Bo Nix, I'm sorry I said you couldn't play. I'm sorry I thought that you were a bad quarterback, because he opened it up and slung the ball around the yard last week. Come this week, play a good defense in Florida that makes you not make mistakes. It makes you make good throws. And he just couldn't make them. Florida gave Auburn every single chance to win this game. Every single chance. And Auburn just could not do it. They could not do it. This was one of the ugliest, sloppiest, nastiest games I've ever seen. Both teams coughing the ball up left and right. No order. I mean, it was just a hard game to watch. And on top of all of that, it was just really, really low scoring, and which makes things even worse. It's just a hard game to watch, honestly. So Auburn turned out who we thought Auburn was. Huge win for Florida. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see Florida win this game. And Auburn's defense's support, you know, they played good defense. They played really good defense. But you can't do much when your offense comes out there, even when you get turnovers and can't score. They just can't score. And it's just deflating as a defense, having to go out there and you get turnovers and you get sacks and you get 3 and outs and you do this and you do that. And it's not amounting to anything. It hurts. It hurts moving forward. You have to, I told you before, it all starts and ends with the quarterback play. Do you trust your quarterback's going to put up points whenever you get stops? It makes you want to play harder. It makes you want to play better. On Florida's end, Cal Trask didn't play a great game. He made a couple mistakes. LaMichael Piron had a huge run down the sideline. By far his best run of the season. He's been struggling, and that might help him as far as confidence goes to have that big of a run. But, you know, Florida, I'll say this. After this week, I don't feel any different about Florida than I did before. I feel like they still have a pretty good defense, above average defense, and a very mediocre to below average offense. They can't run the ball, except for that one run They really didn't have a whole lot on the ground either. It was just a battle of two teams that looked like they weren't top 10 teams. I mean, you couldn't tell me by watching that game if you weren't a football fan and you just were watching that game, you wouldn't tell me that, wow, these two teams are top 10 teams, no doubt. No. It was ugly, it was bad. But there has to be a winner. And Florida somehow comes out with a win. And that's what it's all about in the end. So, anyway, that's going to wrap it up, guys, for the recap. Hayden, if you're watching this, hope you're having a great time at the beach. I know that you're wanting to be here, wanting to get in on this recap. But he'll be back for the preview, I hope. And our preview video, which is coming up, I think we're going to film it Thursday, and it should be out by Friday. I think Ty Pritchard is going to be our guest caller, so I'm looking forward to bringing Ty on here and hearing what he has to say. But that could change. But as far as I know, Ty will be on here. So anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. This is SEC Weekly. I'm Ty, your host. Hayden is not here, but he'll definitely be back for the preview video later this week. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. I want to get this thing to 50 as soon as possible. Thanks for listening, and have a good one.